Okay, so it looks like we are ready. I would like to welcome you to the 2023 MSDS graduation ceremony. I'm Adrian Dobra. I'm a professor in the Department of Statistics, and I'm also the current director of the program. It is wonderful to see all of you gather here today. You are our students, our alumni, your families. We have industry partners here. We have the program staff and some of the faculty who are contributed to our program. Today marks the point when you, our new graduates, officially become data scientists and join our ever-growing family of alumni. I'm extremely happy to have witnessed your professional growth during the time at the University of Washington. This is only the beginning of your bright career as data scientists. I'm certain that each of you will move upwards in the organizations you will join towards new successes, new achievements, and new professional horizons. At the start of the program, you came from many places around the world. You had a variety of strengths and backgrounds. Some of you just graduated from college. Some of you had many years of work experience. Some of you have already worked as data scientists, while others were just dipping their toes into data science through self-initiated projects. Some of you knew a lot about statistics, modeling, about computer science, while some of you, for some of you at least, some of these fields was new. Some of you were already very familiar with University of Washington and the Seattle area, while for others, UW and Seattle were places you only knew about from websites. It is truly amazing to see how you manage in a short amount of time to come together to form our 2023 MSDS alumni cohort. You move forward from the University of Washington with many impressive achievements under your belt. You managed to secure internships and permanent positions at prestigious organizations such as Amazon, Microsoft, Costco, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Expedia, Salesforce, eBay, United Nations, Genentech, IBM, McKinsey, HBO, and the city of Tacoma. You received several prizes in data science competition, which is really an incredible achievement. For example, Alison Gale, would you? Okay. Was a 2022 Women in Sports Data Hackathon finalist. Charles Rainstorm, Charles, would you like to? Okay, go up, sorry, I cannot see. Charles Rainstorm won the first prize at the T-Mobile Microsoft Artificial Intelligence Ops Hackathon. Pragya Verma, Shweta Maekar, Anya Sharma, and Juhi Chubi, could you please raise? Okay. Were the runner-up team at the Data Science Hackathon for Women in STEM organized by Her Will. Ria Pimple, Suruti Asorokash, Pragya Verma won the first place for Best Machine Learning Model at Dobbs Tech Datathon. Congratulations to all of you. These are really, really incredible achievements. You also obtained teaching and research assistantships at UW Medicine in the Paul G. Allen School of Computer Science and Engineering, in the Department of Oceanography, and in the School of Environmental and Forest Sciences. In particular, Kihirotsa Hu, was awarded the Richard Tapia Scholarship. These are wonderful achievements that come from your hard work and prove your immense capacity toward continuous success in the data science world. First and foremost, however, I need to give a huge thanks to the staff of our program. Deb Alterman, Deb, okay, she's there. I cannot see with these glasses, I'm sorry. Okay, Deb Alterman, she's the Director of Program Operations. Megan Hazen, she's our Data Science Capstone Director. Leah Panganiban, she's there, I think, right? She's the Assistant Director of Academic and Student Services. Carla Andrade, she's our Admission Specialist. Patrick Hernandez, he's our new Assistant Director of Career and Alumni Services. Patrick, yes. And Jason Sandison, Operations Specialist, he's really the person behind us being here today, like in this form, right? Thank you, Jason. Thanks to the dedication of the program staff, their quality work, and incredible energy, the MSDS program continues to make its way towards becoming a flagship data science program in the US and internationally. We also owe gratitude to the members of our Industry Advisory Board, David Afharshos, Michael Brundage, Lisa Cohen, Tatiana Dashevsky, Charles Duzet, who's our alumni, by the way, Han Fang, Jill Goldschneider, Tim Hesterberg, Tom Merekis, Joshua Nail, Puneet Sangal, Shuguang Song, Holly Stewart, Suzanne Spencer, Vicky Svidenko, and Connie Young. These data science professionals, who are also managers in key organizations, generously contribute their efforts and time to steer the MSDS program in the right direction and to guide our students in their careers. Thank you so much to all of them. So next, the ceremony will continue with our distinguished industry speaker, Puneet Sangal. Puneet is Director, Trust and Safety at Google. Puneet is also, as I mentioned before, a member of our Industry Advisory Board. He is also an advisory board member in the Center for Social Sector Leadership at the Haas School of Business at UC Berkeley. Before joining Google, Puneet was General Manager of Science and Technology at Amazon, and he also worked at Yahoo. Puneet holds a Master in Computer System Engineering from Northeastern University. He also made all the way to Seattle, came all the way to Seattle just to be here today. So this is a wonderful gesture. So thank you, Puneet, for doing this. Thank you for helping us marking this event. So.
I think one thing we share from my Northeastern University and University of Washington is the Husky. So I'm glad to be here. Well, dear graduating students, congratulations. You have made it through a rigorous program and are now graduating with a degree in one of the most exciting and in-demand fields of our time. You should be proud of your hard work and your accomplishments. Data science is a field that is growing only in importance with time. Today, we see applications across hundreds of areas, impacting people, technology, society, businesses. And just to cite a few examples, it helps in interpreting large amounts of medical data and develop new treatments. It helps to detect financial fraud and manage risk. It helps to optimize routes to avoid traffic congestion. The ability to work with data, analyze it, and create models that can predict trends and outcomes is invaluable in today's world. As a result, there is a high demand for data scientists. On this day of this graduation ceremony, some of you may have landed jobs, congratulations, but some of you may be still looking. I want to acknowledge the difficult times that we are in today. The current economic environment has brought uncertainty, and many of you may be feeling anxious about what the future holds. I want to first remind you that you already have achieved something remarkable by graduating today. You have worked hard, overcome obstacles, and demonstrated resilience and determination. These are qualities that will serve you well as you navigate the challenges ahead in your life. It is true that the job market may be a little tough right now, but that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities. The key is to be flexible and open-minded, and to recognize that the first job may not be the dream job. It's okay to start small, build your network, and gain experience. Every step forward is a step in the right direction. I was actually in a similar situation in 2001 when I graduated with my master's, and there was dot-com bubble burst that brought a high level of uncertainty. The irony is that just the year before, during my master's, the market was great, and I was approached by 3 different companies, and they asked me to quit my master's and join them. But I decided to continue my education and politely decline. However, when I graduated, all these offers were gone due to the economic environment. My heart sank, and I thought to myself, I wish I had taken one of those offers. From that point on, I decided to apply in as many companies as I could, and I think I must have applied in probably 50 different organizations. I probably got an interview call from 10% of those, and finally I got one offer. And yes, I took that offer. Even though it was not my dream job, it gave me a great start, and I found myself working with fantastic colleagues. My recipe was persistence, resilience, and believing in myself. So my advice to you, if you're looking for a job, keep up your confidence and don't give up. And remember that your fellow graduates, your professors, your families and friends are all here to support you. Some of you may be considering starting your own companies. The field of data science offers endless opportunities for entrepreneurship and innovation, especially with the rapid interest around the amazing generative AI. If you have an idea that you are passionate about, don't be afraid to pursue it. I co-founded my tech company in 2009 for detecting counterfeit medicines using data science, and it was a very rewarding experience for me. Finally, remember that learning is continuous. Your graduation marks the end of one phase of your journey, but there is still a lot to learn and a lot to explore. Don't be afraid to take on new challenges, try new things, and pursue your passions. The more you learn and grow, the more you will be able to make a difference to the world. You have already proven what it takes to succeed by graduating today. The skills and knowledge that you have gained during your studies are extremely valuable assets. And I have no doubt that you all will go on to achieve great things. Now go out there and show the world what you're made of. Thank you, good luck, and congratulations again.
Puneet, thank you so much for these wonderful words. I'm sure your career trajectory is an example for our graduates, and also your experiences, right? I mean, you shouldn't forget that somebody's path is not necessarily always smooth, but that doesn't mean anything. It simply means that you need to be stronger and have confidence in the future, and I'm pretty sure that everybody is going to tell you that your future is bright. So you should rest assured that everything is just fine. So with that being said, I would like to introduce our student speakers. I believe the career paths are already an example of the progression we hope to see for all our graduates. So Charles Rainstorn holds a BS in computer science from University of Michigan. He interned at T-Mobile, Out of the Blue, and Warner Brothers. He was also a machine learning engineer at Verify. After graduation, Charles will work at Warner Brothers on HBO Max and Discovery Plus streaming service. Ernesto Cediel graduated from Universidad de los Andes in Bogota, Colombia. I think he might be our first Colombian in the program. Before coming to UW, Ernesto interned at JP Morgan Chase and Procter & Gamble. He was among the ones who did work as data scientist before coming into the program, and he got to be promoted to senior data scientist at Frubana in Bogota. While at UW, he entered in the Expedia group, and Ernesto will join the Expedia group after his graduation. So, Charles and Ernesto, please feel free to share your thoughts with us. Thank you.
Class of 2023, defined by some of the most hardworking, talented individuals I have ever met. Over 1,000 applicants applied to gain entry into this program, and we were among the 13% that got admitted. Not only are we talented, but we are also incredibly diverse. 55% of my classmates are international, a collection of aspiring scientists from all over the world, including India. That's pretty much it. 2 years ago, we met at Fremont Brewing Beer Garden, excited but nervous to see what it meant to be a data scientist.
2 years later, and we still do not know what it means to be a data scientist. Although our knowledge in the field has grown immensely, so too has our confusion. This is because the term data scientist is loosely defined. A data science role can take the shape of a software engineer, a mathematician, statistician, data engineer, an analyst, machine learning engineer. The list goes on and on. The downside of this ambiguity lies in the data science interview.
The data science interview, the lifeblood of an ever-growing field.
It's so incredibly broken. When we first began school, interviews for summer internships started immediately. And if you wanted to pass one of these data science interviews, you could be asked to code like a software engineer, talk math like a statistician, write SQL queries like an analyst, understand machine learning at a deep level, and be able to communicate all these complex topics to a child. A monumental task.
Studying for these interviews and submitting applications to companies was a full-time job. Adjusting to this workload was tough. We'd spend the first half of the day interview prepping, and the second half listening to 6-hour statistics recordings from Professor Adrian Dobra, the brilliant speaker we heard from earlier today. Because I had to find a way to fit this into my own schedule, it took me until today to learn what Adrian sounds like at a talking rate less than 1.5 times speed.
Me too. Slowly, but surely, our classmates began to receive amazing internship offers. Those who had to wait a little longer on their offer, like myself, felt pride on our peers, but as the months went by, our self-doubt crept in. During this time period, I learned the importance of making and leaning on friends going on through similar struggles. Around this time is when I met Charles. At a UW basketball game, he confided in me, and he said to me that he had committed the mistake of breaking up with his girlfriend.
Ernesto exclaimed that he'd also mistakenly broken up with his girlfriend. And so, despite having a combined 2 fewer girlfriends, a friendship was made. One in which we can laugh about our failures and celebrate our triumphs. A friendship that is required to make it through the trials and tribulations of graduate school.
Speaking of trials and tribulations, we had the privilege of learning from exceptionally faculty members. Brian, lovingly referred to as Papa Brian, because of his compassionate and attentive teaching style, drilled statistical concepts such as experimental design into us. This reminded many why they were computer science majors in undergrad.
Nathan taught us about the theoretical and practical aspects of data visualization. Unfortunately, he turned us into something much worse than grammar snobs, graph snobs. Soon we'll go out into the working world and torment our coworkers for the audacity to use a pie chart.
And then came Daniela. What a class, what a teacher. The hours went by like minutes as we learned more and more about data science and machine learning. During our lecture breaks, while enjoying the much anticipated Pagliacci pizza, our cohort formed a tightly knit community, characterized by genuine connections and the sense of camaraderie that superseded any previous competition.
It wasn't until we were surrounded by like-minded individuals, all with a shared passion for data science, pizza, and decision tree puns, that we truly grasped the MSDS cohort experience. We were in it together, united by a common interest and fueled by a desire to learn and grow.
Oh, and almost we took a software engineering course?
I remember that one.
At the end of the first year, we spread across the country to work on incredibly hard problems such as AI chatbots, the metaverse, and healthcare. Everything was coming together. We saw the 2023 MSDS cohort moving on to challenging career paths in AI. It was almost our turn. And then
Amazon laid off 18,000 employees.
Microsoft laid out 10,000 employees.
Mark Zuckerberg laid off 21,000 workers because the metaverse will be really cool, and changing the company name a second time would be too embarrassing.
And Elon Musk bought Twitter and fired the non-extremely hardcore workers.
Because of these and many more tech-wide layoffs, like the past 2 speakers said, this is the most challenging job market for new graduates in our expertise since 2002, the dot-com bubble.
Despite extreme uncertainty, many of us have found full-time employment, and the remaining are really working hard to be given a chance in the field of data science. Any company would be lucky to have you.
Ernesto and I are tasked with giving you words of advice for the future, a difficult ask for 2 new graduates. But often, the most important advice is also the most obvious.
3 years back, I was working as a data scientist at a startup. I was consistently working late hours to meet deadlines. I started to question myself whether it was worth jeopardizing my health for a job whose mission didn't really matter to me. I came to the realization that my existence on this planet was ephemeral. Invigorated to bring about a transformation in my life, I vowed to work every precious day towards a purpose that truly mattered to me, or risk living a life devoid of genuine significance. I chose to attend UW because of the active environmentalist movement here, which aligned with my goal of contributing environmental protection. It was later that I discovered the concept of ikigai, which centers around having a reason for being, and which has since become a guiding principle in my life.
For the majority of my 7-year undergraduate degree, I was severely visually impaired. At the University of Michigan, I made a mentor, Brandon Werner, a blind IT worker who taught me how to use screen readers so I could continue my computer science degree without relying on eyesight. I learned a lot from Brandon, but one story he told me really stuck. As a kid, Brandon loved playing video games, despite most being inaccessible to a blind person. However, one software developer had a passion for making video games around the blind user experience. I could not find articles about this developer, but according to Brandon, he made no money from his projects. He poured his time into solving a problem for a niche, unprofitable customer, a truly horrible business model, but an amazing life model. He planted a tree under whose shade he did not expect to sit.
Allowing others to dictate what's best for us is a trap we can easily fall into. You probably won't find ikigai in a job that's trendy or in a big tech company. But if that job makes you happy, don't think about it. Go for it.
Live a life of passion, make a meaningful contribution to the world, and pave the way for future generations to follow.
Congratulations to the class of 2023. We could not be happier to celebrate this milestone and many more to come with you.
Oh, and thank you, Jason, for setting literally all this up. Like, he did quite literally everything. So
Thank you
thanks,
so much,
Jason.
Okay, Charles and Nesto, well done. That was very meaningful, and yeah, perhaps this was one of the best student speeches I ever heard. So well done. All right. So next we have Megan Hazen. Megan holds a BS and an MS from Carnegie Mellon University. She obtained her PhD in electrical engineering from the University of Washington, as you can tell from her robes. Megan worked as an engineer at UW's Applied Physics Labs, then as a machine learning scientist at Signal Sense. Megan was, for a few years, an associate professor at Cascadia Community College. And now, Megan is the MSDS program's Data Science Capstone Director, and she is also a senior machine learning scientist at Anseres Research and Technology. I would like to thank Megan for everything she is doing for the program. It is truly wonderful. She stepped in this role. The program owes a lot to her, so let's thank her. And listen to what she has to say. So, Megan.
Adrian, I think you have to stay here. Yeah. This is a part where you guys have been looking forward to, where we call everybody's names. So I'll just give Adrian a chance to get back up here. And I'd like to ask the first row of graduates to stand and line up. So exciting. All right. Jonathan Alexander. Hriday Bagar. Prachi Bombakar. Anaga Bandaru. Anura Bhagavatula. Jasmine Bala. Amrit Butt. Emma Carlson. Caleb Case. Ernesto Cedillo. Matthew Chow. Hari Kishore Chanchada. Juhi Chube. Amir Dawu Kanawala. Regina May Dominguez. Aniket Faria. Keegan Alexander Freeman. Ross Frisha. Shiraj Gandhi. Shrusti Gela. Shravan Kumar Reddy Handy. Michelle Shie. Teju Kandula. Varun Kumar Reddy Kasarni. Ermika Kasi. Isaac Kim. Rebecca Klein. Castle Leonard. Madeline Lee. Ching Ivy Ling. Emily Linebarger. Rohit Lakwani. Hannah Lubbering. Shveta Mayakar. Nayantara Mohan. Kathy Morimoto. Purnima Muthukumar. Christine Ng. Shubha Changapa Palunchada. Ria Pimple. Charles Reinertson. Dhruv Walwani. C. Ren. Kirath Sahu. Nalani Megan Schumacher. Ananya Sharma. Ariel Shurigan. Ashwarya Singh. Anushka Singh. Andy Sai. Pragya Verma. Xiaochu Wang. Roger Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 2023 MSDS graduates. I just have a few more words that you're welcome to go home and watch on double speed when you get home, because that's how I watch all of my lectures as well. Graduation is always a little bittersweet for me. As thrilled as I am to see you all here and read your names and meet your families and hear about your plans, it's a little sad to say goodbye just as you're hitting your stride as data scientists. So perhaps it's a good thing that graduation comes right after our capstone poster fair, which is entirely awesome. Let me tell you what I saw last night at our poster fair. For one thing, I saw 20 projects all completed with competence and some insight. This is nothing short of magical in a world where the biggest consistency in capstone projects is that something will unexpectedly go poorly. Some teams might think their data is too small. Some teams might think their data is too big. The labels on that data may be confusing or non-existent. It may even be unclear how you're supposed to use that data to answer a question. However, each of this year's teams attacked those challenges and found ways to succeed. I find that very encouraging. You guys should feel proud. Another thing that I saw last night was community. I see this in the way that individual students show leadership and compassion within their teams. I also see that every time we have a successful capstone project, we have a new alumnus who will go out into the world and a happy industry sponsor who wants to work with our students. In last night's event and in tonight's event, I even see some joy in our return to a shared space. It would be a lie to say that recent years have been easy. In fact, between viruses, politics, environmental issues, it would be easy to feel hopeless. Even in our own little world of data, questions of misinformation, ethics, and this stumble in the job market we've been hearing about might get us down. But after 2 days of observing everything you guys have been able to accomplish, I feel confident in saying that hope is not in short supply. Optimism is not a limited resource. Humans generate hope through ingenuity and passion. We generate optimism through dedication and hard work. Our graduates can look forward with hope and optimism because they know that they possess that passion and that dedication to doing great things. So, class of 2023, your charge as you go forward is to tackle each new project with the vigor and creativity you used during your capstone. Call upon your hard-won toolbox of data science skills to solve each new problem with integrity and diligence, and upon your innate enthusiasm and dedication to make each new solution a point of pride. Use your passion for inclusion and your growing leadership skills to make our data science community a strong one. And one last thing before we all go share a meal together, take some time to feel happy. You guys made it. You did this amazing challenge. You accomplished it. Congratulations to each of you with all of my heartfelt best wishes. And at this point, I'd like to invite our guests to go and start helping themselves to the buffet outside, and our graduates to come up for one last big cohort picture with the faculty. We would appreciate that. Thank you.